up for a minute? We gotta get you the fuck out of Dodge, man. We're going to Vegas tonight.
What are you talking about, Vegas?
Vegas, baby, Vegas.
Oh, awesome. Perfect opportunity. So let's go ahead and I'll show you guys how I recover from that. And I'm happy I have this, so now I can go ahead and copy it. This is only the second time this has happened. So let's see if we can carry on and we can recover a little bit. All right? I'm going to go ahead and record the audio for this one. Okay, so we waited for the 7, we waited for another 7, and at this time we're at our second part of our bankroll. And I'm going to hit it once, I'm going to clear it out, and I'm going to wait for that 7 again. And again, you want to think like that poker player. You want to be patient. And if for whatever reason you're frustrated, you can go ahead and cash out, and then know that when you start off your next session, you want to start off with that 25 for a 3. So we have 1. Let's go ahead and do it again. There's the 7. There's a 3. So unfortunately, I have to wait for the next one. Essentially, to again reduce the expectations of that 7 coming up, I'm going to wait for a come out roll. It's a 7 again. There's the opportunity. I'm going to go ahead and grab my chips. I'm going to hit it for 1, or if it doesn't come in, I'm going to close it out. It's off. That's still 1 roll, unfortunately. So I'm going to establish that point. I'm going to have to clear it out and patiently wait for that 7. Now I understand a 7 has the same, it can come up at any time, I get that. But my process behind this thought is to ensure by all means I've diminished the expectations of that 7 coming in. So there's the 7. There's the other 7. Points established. I'm going to go ahead and lay my chips out. I'm going to hit it for 1. Okay, I'm going to clear it out. It's unusual with this little simulator. I seem to get patterns that are kicking in that are the hard way numbers. And I've noticed that pattern, but then again, if I can overcome the 7s, then I beat the game. So I don't really care what comes up on a simulator, so long as I can, have the patience to get through. Okay, so here is the 7. There's the 4. I'm going to go ahead and do this attempt one more time, or for the second time. There's the hit. I'm going to clear it down. Again, wait for the 7, because I don't know if I were to lay out my 5s right now, what essentially is going to happen is I've increased once again the expectations that 7 could come in within the first 3-4 rolls, and which would wipe you out. So I want to again minimize that risk of it happening. Again, being patient. You might wait 15-20 minutes for it to come in, but that's okay. Patience. Drink your non-alcohol drink or smoke a cigarette or whatever, and we're going to try it again. It didn't happen. Okay, didn't happen. Again, patience. Even if it comes on the next roll, don't say, God, I shoulda, coulda, woulda. Patience. Work it like a machine. Yeah, technically you might be waiting for a while, but then again, it's not very common we have so many of these hard numbers coming up. Okay, there's the 7. Didn't happen again. See this? That's okay. We're going to work through this. There's the other 7. So had I have put my chips up on that roll, I would have been wiped out again. Okay. So let's go ahead and establish the point. Didn't happen again. So this is a continuous thing. And I tell everybody, don't trust simulators at all. You know, just go ahead and grab some dice and go through the motions. But for me doing it this way, it's easier for me to give you an explanation on how to play the game or how to play this strategy. So again, I'm going to take the 25s. I'm going to lay it out. Give it a shot. There's my one win. Clear it out. Now remember, I have to do it one more time. Technically, I don't. If you look down in here at the total, I'm perfectly okay. But what I want to do in this situation, and that was twice, I believe. Twice. I can't remember if it was 3. Either way, I believe it was 2. I could be wrong. I'll check on that, but I believe it's 3. Anyway, so with that in mind, I'm going to, again, to reduce my risk, I'm going to wait for that 7. Okay, there's the 7. And I'm going to lay my 5s out. I'm going to roll it up for just 6 rolls. Now that includes this, but this is nice. So take a look at this. It's a 7 that's going to be coming out, or that did come out. So I technically have a little bit more rolls that I could work with. But again, it's been quite a few. I'm going to go ahead and roll it for 1 to establish the point. I want to secure this as much as possible. I'm at $23 right now. What I would do in this situation is I would just cash out the ticket. All right. You've had a really hard run with this. It probably took you a while to get through this because generally it's 30 rolls for 15 minutes. So we're still up. We recovered from that loss, which is most important, so I can cut this and give an explanation of how to recover on it. But having said that, I'm just going to count it as $23. I'm now up to 423. I'm just going to call it 400 to keep it even. So right now, I'm still where I'm at my minute, or at my first hour, 45 minutes. So anyway, having said that, I'm way over. But with that in mind, go ahead and stick around. And that'll give you a good idea of how to recover from a second tier loss. All right, with that in mind, you guys have a great day. Check out my next videos. Like and subscribe if you want to follow along in this process. And we'll take things from there. Take it easy.